Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rusty Banana Show, episode 5. Hit me up on Twitter at @ColdenMerc.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ. Make sure you hit me up on Twitter at @O_Rusty DJ, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at the Rusty Banana Show.
Hey, it's your boy Booby Beckham. Hit me up on Twitter at HeavyIsTheD. Let's do it.
Right on. Welcome back, man. So, good to be back. A lot of stuff happened this week.
Last 2 weeks, really.
Yeah,
Crazy.
really. Last 2 weeks, but with the draft and everything. But let's be fair here. We got a little bit section for DJ over here. He's going to tackle one of the biggest storylines for sure.
Well, first thing I want to talk about, man, Cowboy fans. This is going to hurt me. I'm a Cowboy fan. We've been delusional for some time now. We've been blinded by 12-4 and 13-3 seasons.
Oh, wow.
But it's time for this guy to go. And I'm sure some of you guys agree with me. It's Mr. Conservative himself, Jason Garrett.
Ooh.
He has to go.
Let it out.
And I'm going to tell you why. Okay? Let me tell you why.
Let it out.
In 7 full seasons, Jason Garrett has a 1-2 playoff record and 2 playoff appearances. Is that what you want of a head coach?
No.
He has 3 8-8 seasons.
I mean,
Trash. 3. He's never had a consecutive winning season.
Cleveland gonna
So he's
love
never
him.
won twice in a row. He's never went 12-4, 10-6 the next year. He's hitting 12-4, 4-12 the next year. 12-4, 8-8 the next year. This is getting out of hand. And the players that he's outlived, Dez Bryant is gone, 75 touchdowns, gone. Jason Witten retired.
He was old.
He's gone though.
Oh,
Why is
we were expecting him back.
Jason Witten is gone? Jason Garrett is still the coach. Why is he still the coach? DeMarcus Ware left and won the Super Bowl. So a great player can leave and go win the Super Bowl another team, but you're the coach and you have these players and you don't take them to the Super Bowl.
Tony Romo.
Doug Free, one of your best offensive linemen, you let him go. DeMarco Murray, 1,800 yards in one season, 13 touchdowns,
Walk.
gone.
Well, I mean,
Jason Garrett is still here. And I feel bad because it's going to suck for these young guys. We talk about making the offense more Dak friendly, but we lost over 130 targets, over 130 receptions with Dez and Jason Witten gone. So who he's going to throw to? Dak friendly? Is it really Dak friendly or is it Zeke friendly?
I think
And it's going to be harder for him because the box is going to be stacked. So who is it really friendly for? So who do we blame? It's partially on Jerry Jones and Jason Garrett. But if you ask me, it's time to go. And that's my 5 minutes.
It's Jason Garrett friendly. Let's be real. Why is the guy there? Obviously,
I don't know.
We all are seeing the same thing that you're seeing. And I agree with you. I don't understand why he's still there, but I do know why he is there.
I got a couple points.
I do know why.
I mean, he a yes man. Let's be honest.
Yes, man. Indeed.
Yes.
The owner really likes yes man, but at the same time,
They go to the same church.
At the same time, he had to play conservative last year and the year before that because Dak hasn't shown that he's the go-getter. He can go out there and win you games by himself. If you go back and look at that season, the way he went 13-3, they were doing excellent because they were playing ball control. If you look at last season, they would have been playing more ball control, but they didn't have the right running back. So I really wouldn't count these 2 seasons. I would really just go off the Romo seasons. Because if you go off the 2 Dak seasons, I think he's done well for
Okay, go off the Romo seasons. What did he do? What did he accomplish?
So Romo-wise, let's talk about the Romo season.
What did he accomplish?
Let's talk about that.
One winning season?
If you want to split the blame, it's Romo 50-50. It's him and Romo 50-50, bro. Romo could not stay healthy.
It's Romo 50-50, but what happened to the development of that defense?
What happened
Romo
to your
never had
star
a defense.
quarterback being on the field?
Romo never had a defense.
Why are you out there trying to win games with John Kidner?
Are you really going to defend Jason Garrett right now? So you telling me Jason Garrett?
When the leading quarterback almost in Cowboy history is not consistently able to play,
When
that's
the
not
leading
his
quarterback
fault.
has to score over 40 points to win a game, that's terrible. If you got to score 35 points a game, that's terrible. The Cowboys failed to develop a defense for years.
And he has a point about he has the talent. He's got the coordinators. He's got everything that he needs to put it together. The head coach is charged. It's your job
Romo,
get the best out of your players.
Tony Romo has always been maybe top 5 in highest paid quarterbacks.
Was his performance not there?
I'm just saying, we had this argument earlier with Matt Ryan about how you overpaying for these quarterbacks can hurt your salary cap. I've seen it happen with them. They pay Tony Romo $20 million. No other quarterback is making $20 million. And they pay him 22 or 23. Nobody else is, and it's starting
to hurt their calories. My point even more.
Then he gets injured, and then what?
You have my point even more.
You just flushed $20 million down the drain for the best person on your team.
Do you not think Jason Garrett had a say in that?
Yes, he was probably a no.
Thank you.
It was probably a no. It was probably a no.
No, it wasn't.
It was a no.
It seems to me, Booby, that they've tried every single thing except get rid of Jason Garrett. Would you agree? He just named how many players that left.
So I'm not,
how many coordinators? They had Rob Ryan one year.
Bruh.
He was there for 1 year.
This is my point, right?
When your owner is coming from the skybox to come down and tell you how to coach, that's not an issue. That's not just on him. I'm saying it's not arguably Tony Romo had just as much of a situation failing with him not being able to be there when they had good teams and they had to ride with horrible quarterbacks. Or how your owner is making decisions that's undercutting your ability as a coach. I'm not saying he's been the most successful because he's not, but there are other contributing factors as to why he's been unsuccessful that's beyond just his coaching ability.
This is a yes or no question. Does Jason Garrett deserve to be the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys?
No.
Oh, because that's what this 5 minutes is all about.
Right.
I mean, no, but
exactly. Thank you. Name me some reasons why Cowboys fans, y'all tune in and tell me why Jason Garrett deserved to be the head coach. The Cowboys don't go for it on fourth down, besides last year.
No coach deserves to be the coach because they won't be able to coach with your owner acting like the way he is.
Bro, he's not even. Jerry Jones has calmed down a little bit.
No, he hasn't.
So you telling me he's been involved a lot? Go look at it. Stephen Jones, his son, is more involved than he used to be. He's making more personnel decisions, hence the reason why some of the players are gone. Dez Bryant. If Jerry Jones was still in full control, Dez Bryant would still be on that team. I guarantee you that.
That being said,
not true. He was the one that signed off on that trade. You know why? Because he know that he couldn't afford to have Dez and be able to probably go
that
get
was a group decision
one.
Because Jerry is not as involved as he used to be. He's still involved a lot, but he's not like 100% like he used to be.
That being said, honest question, is he on his way out?
He's not on his way out. That's the sad thing about it. Jason Garrett is going to be the coach for at least 3 more years.
Oh, man.
I say 2.
Never mind. I was about to say, what's it going to take to get him out of there?
2. It would be like 2 more seasons.
Another losing season?
They didn't have a losing season.
The sad thing is, I don't think so. This is the thing. The Cowboys, are they going to have a losing season this season?
They didn't have a losing season last season. They was 9-7.
Exactly.
But
that don't mean you need to be the coach.
They didn't make the playoffs. That's a losing season in Dallas.
No, I understand that, but that had more to do with the Zeke suspension than it did him.
That's fine.
No. So you are saying the right things at the wrong time.
That's another point.
You're saying the right things at the wrong time. If you had this conversation 2 seasons ago, I'll be right there with you. But he got Dak, he got Zeke, he has an offense that they should have been back-to-back NFC East champions, to be honest with you, had Zeke not got suspended.
So you brought up another point. Glad you brought up Zeke. Why are the Cowboys always one player away from tragedy? Sean Lee goes out, you lose games. Zeke gets suspended, you lose games. Tyron Smith goes out, you lose games.
Bro,
does that not fall back on the head coach and the personnel department?
It's one thing if you lose one person at a time and you're bad. All 3 of people out at the same time.
Sean Lee goes out, the whole defense goes downhill.
It wasn't the whole defense. It was just the line.
You can't say they didn't draft well either because they brought those players in. Those are all organically grown players.
Why does it take this year to finally draft another linebacker? You took a risk on Jalen Smith, who is not even fully healthy yet. Does that not have to do with Jason Garrett?
But they drafted Dak last year, and that was your best move,
that was a 4th round draft pick.
Was it not your best move out the draft?
Sean Lee gets hurt every year. Why does not a replacement not there yet?
Okay.
Because they take players like Randy Gregory.
You've been talking about Dez declining. Why did y'all not have another receiver yet?
Hey, I'll give you that.
These are questions that you have to ask as a head coach. And Jason Garrett, you are not doing those. So if you listen to me, it's time for you to go. It hurts me as a Dallas Cowboy fans. I'm ready to see us win. And it's sad for these young guys, Dak and Zeke, because they're losing weapons, and they're not going to be able to get it done like that. Zeke, you're going to see 8 man in the box game because Allen Hurns is not threatening the defense up top.
That's true.
Whoa.
He's not going to top off the defense.
Probably not.
Deontay Thompson, people keep talking about him. He barely get 500 yards. The Bills let him go. Come on, man. Who's making these decisions?
So real quick, just to cap this off and we can move on to something else.
Never thought I'd see today.
Tweet us, what would Jason Garrett be if he wasn't the Cowboys coach?
Offensive
Because I don't see him as a what kind of coordinator?
Wasn't he the
coordinator.
offensive coordinator? He was the offensive. He started out as the offensive
he had
coordinator.
head coaching job interviews for several years that he turned down.
I don't think he would be if he got fired.
So he'd be a hired head coach and a fired head coach somewhere else.
Yeah.
What do you mean? He started out as the offensive coordinator.
Do you want him?
Yeah, that's what I
He was
said.
an internal hire.
Do you want him? I'm saying, do you want him touching our offense?
As long as that's all he's doing.
I don't know.
Go look
I
at
don't
Tony Romo. I mean, was he not his offensive coordinator?
I think it's time to go. I'm with you, dude. I think it's time to go. I think.
I mean, there's no way you can go from head coach to back to offensive coordinator. You can't stomach that he has to leave. But I'm saying he's been a very successful offensive coordinator. I don't think you're giving him enough credit, man.
I don't think he's earning any credit either. So wrap it up, but keep it in the same. Hey, Jason Witten, call it a career. Good job, buddy. Well done.